Hello guys, what is up Electronic Nation? It's Electronic Leader here today, and today I'm going to be telling you how to use Luke Skywalker for the people who want to use Luke Skywalker. Because Luke Skywalker is very simple to use if you know how to use him right, and can be very easy in general. Now, Luke Skywalker's primary abilities he's got is Force Push, Heavy Strike, and Saber Rush. Basically, these three attacks work very good in combo with each other. They're all good for different situations, and today I'm going to tell you where you should use each one of these abilities for the best benefit of the ability itself. Now, Force Push is technically a very good ability when you're shrouded by enemies and you need to kill a bunch of people at once. It will eliminate more than one person if they're all like side by side or even one behind each other. So this is good to eliminate a bunch of people like really close to you, and Saber Rush is not necessary. Now if somebody's at mid or like 5 to 6 people in mid range, you could Saber Rush them. That works very well. But Force Push works better for killing 1 or 2 people. I don't recommend using Saber Rush for it unless you just want to keep the momentum going. Now, next we're going to go on to Deflect Shot. Deflect Shot is when you hold L1, basically. It's like his saber block, basically. It will block almost all damage except explosive shot and rocket damage. Rocket damage will screw it up. There is some other things that you can't block, but mainly for the most part, I'm not going to go over those in this video. I'm just going to say that there's some things you can't block. Next, let's move on to the Heavy Strike ability. The Heavy Strike ability is very good against villains. Basically, he can use his Heavy Strike to deal heavy amounts of damage when used in combo. This ability can be very effective against anything in heroes versus villains. Now, I don't recommend using it on regular players just because it takes a second to recover from the actual ability itself. It just depends. I mean, you'd be a sitting duck for about 5 seconds, and that's enough time to actually kill you. Now, next, let's move on to the other ability, which is known as Saber Rush, or I already mentioned something about it. But like, Luke basically rushes forward with a Saber Slash that can kill multiple enemies at once. It's very good for keeping momentum, like I said, and it's very consistent in general. It'll help you get around the map. I mean, it's one of the most useful abilities Luke Skywalker has for getting kills. And next, let's talk a little bit about how you should use Luke Skywalker. Obviously, you should rush in with Luke Skywalker, because Luke Skywalker has a lightsaber, and he's not one of those camping heroes like you can camp with the other ones. So you would probably die really quickly if you actually didn't rush in with Luke Skywalker. I mean, you could camp behind like a wall or something with him, but there's not much you should do with Luke except just rush in. Luke is a complete rush character, and you might as well use Luke for what Luke's good at. So basically, Luke's abilities work very well combined for rushing. And also, I recommend trying to use his trait very well, too. I recommend trying to get his trait up to max level. And be careful with that, because once you get it up to max level, you can really rush around and just regularly hit people almost and be very effective to certain situations. I've had very big situations where I was almost dead and I was on max trait and I could get out of there. Now to move on to his trait basically makes him 30% faster every single time the trait goes up. And so once it's up to max trait, it will completely wreck pretty much anybody. There's not much else I can say about Luke, but this is definitely something you can know. And this is how you should use Luke Skywalker in a game. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to comment, like, or subscribe. I'm definitely going to be making a Darth Vader one soon. And hope you guys